You don't have to be extremely smart. You don't have to be extremely educated. What you need is the willingness to do what most people won't do. You've got to acquire 3 skills. Number 1, you got to acquire skill set. Number 2, you got to acquire mindset. Number 3, you got to develop your habits. Skill set is actually the easiest one, meaning you've got to develop a skill set, have some value. Well, if you don't have this skill set, guarantee you know someone who does. So all you got to do is you got to go find that person and have that person help you develop your skill set. Now, maybe you develop your skill set through reading. Maybe you do it through studying. Me, that was a tough one for me. I had a difficult time in school. So I went to the people that helped me understand how to develop my skill set so that I had the value I needed to move forward. Or even better, you can partner or hire one of these people who has the skill set that you need to move forward in whatever your venture is. And this can be anything. It can be getting in shape. It could be business, making money, relationships. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, you've got to have that skill set acquired somehow, some way. The second thing is your mindset. Mindset is huge. Now, think of mindset as almost more of like a compass of perspective. You're going to look at, you see a glass that's halfway. Do you see a glass that is half full or half empty? Because when you see the world through half empty goggles, you're not going to have the mindset you need to succeed, because you're going to constantly be giving yourself reasons or excuses or basically negative self-talk that's going to take you away from doing the shit you need to do to progress with that skill set that you either acquired or that you partnered somebody with or whatever it is. Bottom line is your mindset is key. You've got to have a glass is half full mindset. So when you look at that glass and it's halfway, if you think, man, it's only halfway full, if it's halfway empty, you're on the wrong side of the fence. You look at it and say it's halfway full, that's what we're looking at. Usually, a person that recognizes a glass that quickly as half full is not going to have lots of negative self-talk. He's going to have some bit of belief that he can do things that are challenging. If you're one of those glasses half empty, don't sweat it. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort to start to reposition how you look at things in your life. Look at how you, basically what goggles you're looking at the world through. Now, again, our society is filled with people who are glasses half empty mentality. It's the way that we're conditioned. We're conditioned into this world where people are just negative. And because, it's our elders, sometimes teachers, coaches, whatever it is, sometimes even parents are constantly looking at the bad rather than the good. We're conditioned to do the same thing, and we don't know we're doing it half the time. So literally, ask yourself the question, when you see something that's halfway, a glass, do you see half full or do you see half empty? If you see half full, perfect. If you see half empty, you got to work on that mindset. Because again, your mindset, the goggles that you see the world through, has everything to do with your ability to overcome challenges and positively talk yourself through the challenges that you're going to have. So there you have it. You got number 1, skill set. You got to develop it. You got to acquire it. Number 2, mindset. It's a perspective. It's how you see the world. And number 3, your habits. This is the granddaddy of them all. It's not about what you know. It's not about how you think. It's about what you actually do. So habits are everything. Now for me, literally, I am built off of habits. My whole life is a fucking habit. I repeat things over and over and it feels good to me. It's part of my learning disability is with dyslexia and everything else that I've dealt with. Repeating shit feels comfortable to me. So habits is my strong suit. Skill set, number 1, that was the weakest part of my equation. I always had to go acquire the skill set. The second one, the mindset, as I started to get a little bit better with my habits, my mindset started to really develop because I started to realize with these habits, I can pretty much do whatever the fuck I want. So I started seeing the world through some really positive goggles. But back to habits. Habits are everything. It's literally just about repeating things over and over on a daily basis. Sometimes they're little, but they make a big difference over time. And when you put these habits into play, into your life, they start to happen automatically. 21 days develops a habit. That's pretty thin. A habit doesn't stick in 21 days. But in 21 days, they say a habit starts. Well, continue that. That habit will turn into a series of subconscious actions. Your body's carrying this shit out. You don't have to think about it. Now you're cooking. Those subconscious actions will turn into a lifestyle. Once that lifestyle develops, that's going to turn into a state of mind. And now you're just doing this shit and you don't think about it. This is the key. Your habits are everything. It's not what you know, it's what you're actually doing, and even more importantly, what you're doing on a daily basis. So that being said, the 3 things that you need: number 1, skill set; number 2, mindset; number 3, habits. You put these 3 together, then everything is going to change. That being said, please like and subscribe. And if you like what I'm talking about this video or any other video on this channel, you may want to check out the link in the description below with my coaching, where I teach people to become the best versions of themselves through proper mindset, accountability, discipline, of course, training and nutrition.